Stoner. So like Steph Curry did an interview with Complex. He was asked about a matchup between the 2017 Warriors and the early 2000s Lakers. Steph said, at the end of the day, if you can match up in some alternate universe, us versus the 2001 Lakers, obviously we feel like we can win. I don't know who will guard Shaq, but I don't know who will guard me and Clay either. We rocking with that. And 3 is better than 2. So his comments reached Shaq, and Shaq said, if the Warriors don't double me, I'm going for 60 without free throws. that's what Shaq said. So this kind of made it rounds. Like, so we're trying to see like who would win between the 2017 Warriors and 2001.
I'm calling Lakers all day long, man. I'm calling Lakers on that one, boy. Like I said, Shaq at this healthy, throwing them elbows. He going for 60, if not 75. Kobe just out there. Kobe gonna mess with you anyway, because Kobe can do whatever he wanted to, and then if he can decide it, oop, look who open. Shaq. Boom, too easy. Y'all gonna be trying to cover, trying to so focus on them, what? Pass out somebody else, right up, lay up.
Yeah.
Kobe wasn't just that much of a ball hog. He seen somebody open, he was gonna pass in that. Don't try to take away from my boy like that, but yeah, still don't put your foot in your mouth, boy.
I mean,
yeah, who you guys say?
Don't get me wrong, man. KD, Steph, Clay, Dre, and who did they have at the center at the time? Bogut? Or maybe not Bogut, but
you keep talking. I'll let you know in a second.
But I gotta look at obviously Kobe, obviously Shaq, and the style of basketball compared to 2001 versus 2017. Yeah, I don't think anyone's matching up very well with Shaq.
Oh,
and then
sorry, man. By the way, they had JaVale McGee.
Oh,
Zaza for sure. Yo, can you mention JaVale McGee and Shaq? Shaq.
I like JaVale McGee, but
and that was in the time when Shaq was getting on him a lot too, man. Like, that would be funny.
Like Shaq just smash on your head and walk over you and keep on running, man. You know. And then like the tempers they got today, they wouldn't stand it, man. They been trying to foul out or something, man. Flop.
Yeah. But yeah, they had Damian Jones, Kevin Looney, JaVale McGee, and Zaza Pachulia.
Nah, I'm sorry. There are no Shaq stoppers on that team. Let me see. I want to pull up 2001 Lakers real quick because I obviously
I got it too. They had
somebody. Go ahead.
They had Kobe, Derek Fisher, Rick Fox, Horace Grant, Ron Harper, Wira Horry, like Tyronn Lue. They had some ballers on the team, man.
Yes, they did, dude. Stop playing with them boys.
Yeah. Man, I thought about Big Shot Rob, Brian Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
Big Shot Rob. He gets a 6'10" dude, can shoot the three, play power forward, play small forward. Then you got Horace Grant. They got size. I mean,
they have size to help defend. They do. Like that's the thing. Like I agree with y'all. Like respect to them, there's no one guarding Shaq. And plus, it depends on what rules you're playing. You know, if you're playing early 2000s rules, they can touch them up, beat them up a little bit. It's definitely gonna be the Lakers.
Hey.
But then at the same time, if I could take the Lakers to this era, I can still make an argument that the Lakers will win too, because they have size and athleticism on their side, and they can shoot. I mean, yeah, they have to adjust the defense a little bit, but at the same time, no one's going to stop Shaq in the paint. You'll be into foul trouble trying to stop Shaq. So that's it.
What, try to make 2 free throws? I mean, you all right?
That's about it. I just there's no matchup for Shaq alone, and then with the guys that can throw at Steph and Clay and KD with you know, if they want to go big and slide Horace Grant in like at the forward or whatever, or Ron Harper, 6'5" point guard, you know what I mean? Like they could be on Clay and Steph throughout the game. Like as far as matchups, like they had a lot of different like talent they could throw at them just like for bodies. They ain't even talking about offense, we're talking about defense right now.
Right. We can also talk about coaching too. They had Phil Jackson. I mean, Steve Kerr's a good coach too, but
the master versus the Padawan.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I consider that too.
Yeah.
So I think it's really no contest with that.
It's like about that.
Yeah, it looks like we're all in agreement. But that leads to something else too, because Draymond was talking too. You know, he has a podcast now, Stoner, and he talks a lot. And he was talking about the Bulls, and he put a tweet out there. And he was like, "Everyone is talking about your tweet about how you can beat the '98 Bulls by do you really believe that?" Draymond Green responded, "We can beat them by 40." So like. And then the interviewer asked Draymond, "Okay, who was locking up Jordan?" Draymond said, "It ain't about that. It ain't about locking nobody up. See, the part that people miss is there's a difference in era. See, those guys playing from the free throw line in. See, I was watching Game 5 of the '98 Finals against the Jazz. The final score was 82-81. That's a halftime score in today's NBA. My whole point is comparing the eras. It just don't make sense. No one is scoring 82 points in the game today. I don't know if we're sweeping the Bulls, but I know we're winning, and I have my 5th ring." That's what Draymond said. He was doing a lot of talking. So basically, same argument. KD even commented on tweet. He was like, "I know one thing: Steve Kerr will have Steve Kerr like running pick and rolls on Steve Kerr. Like he was like, the coach Steve Kerr will be like, hey, set screens on Steve Kerr and like get the mismatch on him. Like that's what KD said. So guess same question, man. Who you taking? The Warriors or the '98 Bulls?" And just
Draymond, I'm putting Pimpin on. I'm putting Pimpin. I'm going to Pimpin on them offense and defense and let him have it at that. That's what I want him to deal with. He ain't got to touch Jordan. He ain't going to be able to keep up with Jordan. He just running his mouth. That's about the only thing he can keep up with Jordan with. His mouth. Because Draymond, know he wouldn't be that figure of determining factor between that anyway. Like you take him out, put somebody else in, you still get the same result.
Yeah.
Basically, because that's all Draymond got right now. It's that mouth for keeping them in there. Because if he goes somewhere else, it is mute. He got to put in real work.
Yeah. We just talked
about that too. We just talked about that earlier.
We just talking about Draymond and how he talks. You're not gonna be able to out-talk Michael Jordan. I'm sorry. Like Last Dance, you're not gonna get in his head like that at all. And two, Michael Jordan is 6'6". Draymond is 6'7", if that. So he plays power forward. Michael was playing the shooting guard. So I feel like he could still easily post Draymond, shoot over him because he's gonna elevate. Or two, take him out on the perimeter because I think MJ still will have the advantage for his speed and being able to get his shot off. And it's the same concept, honestly, because you got Scotty, you got Dennis. The pick and roll is not going to be too, bad. Only, like Coach Steve Kerr would say, oh, screen my younger self. That's the only advantage you got. Everybody else is able to switch. And you still got, I want to say they had Ron Harper.
Let me see.
Off the bench? No.
No, Ron Harper's playing.
They still got Ron Harper. Yeah. He was starting Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
Still same concept. Big guard. I'm throwing him on Steph. I'm throwing him on Clay. Scotty. I can put him on power forward and I can put him on KD. Or he can switch for whatever.
Yeah.
And even though they play the free throw line in, they're trying to get to the basket mostly. I don't think that Golden State just gonna slow them down. Like I agree. Like okay, like they probably score a lot more, but I don't know in the clutch. Are you stopping Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen? I don't know.
But this is the same thing as back then. If you knew the game plan was to play the 3-point line or try to dish it in, you use that same thing as to guard that attack. You see what I'm saying? So like, it's not like they didn't watch films back then or study how other people played. So I don't understand people about like I understand about the different game rules and stuff, but I would still study you and lock you down, just like Kobe did. Kobe didn't care who you was, hey, none of that. I'm gonna study your game and lock you down, bro. That's the point behind it.
Oh yeah, he knows.
You can't stop.
Yeah,
They know that Steph wants to pull. You know, as soon as he gets a clever off a screen, they know it's gonna be like 18 screens going on at once. So it's gonna be it'll be a good matchup for sure. But I don't think Golden State's gonna beat them by 40.
See, that comment was disrespectful. Not
That's
40.
That's a lot, bro.
Yeah, that was a lot. That's too much. And remember, they got Dennis Rodman too, man.
That's what I'm saying. They got the worm.
It's gonna be tough, and I don't care. His main argument was eras. Okay, I get that point. If you put the Warriors back in their era, I still don't see them scoring as much because they can touch you up more. You know, hands on you. Now I'll put you back into this era. Yeah, y'all score more, but can you imagine Michael Jordan in these rules today? Yeah, Michael Jordan be averaging 40. Like, in today's NBA, oh, you not supposed to touch. Oh, you think about you see floppers now. Michael Jordan can bait people because he was already in their head back then. He's gonna be in their mind today, baiting them. Oh, and one 4-point play. Like Michael Jordan would be killing it in today's NBA, in today's rules. So you gotta think about that too. I don't think some of them would be as effective back then. Okay, the only person I could probably argue is KD because he has the size to do so. Steph Curry, I don't think he'll be as effective. All the bumping and the physicality.
Take all the accuracy out.
Yeah. And we saw what the Grizzlies did to him this past season too in the playoffs. Like they were effective, but that would be that times 10 with the Bulls. So like, yeah, you can go ahead, Zay.
And plus, old school defense too was
a breed. Exactly. It's like they calling it different. It's different.
The Bulls also have the secret weapon coming off the bench. The original Kevin Durant, Tony Kukoc.
Tony Kukoc.
So you know what I mean? Like if you take Durant out, and you got Kukoc coming in off the bench, who's guarding 6'10", pulling up, basically big guard. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another matchup that I'm like, they probably slow him down, but they're not gonna stop Kukoc for the whole game because he was.
Good point.
When Jordan retired for a minute, he was supposed to be the guy, and obviously, you know, that was a lot, but still, Tony Kukoc was no joke either.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't. I also say this too, though. The bench for the Warriors that year was not the best either. You know, they didn't really have good depth coming off the bench. I mean, they had Iggy was starting though. Right? No, Iggy wasn't. They brought Iggy off the bench, right?
No, I think he started because he shifted to that small
to the depth lineup thing. Yeah, you're right. But they had Sean Livingston.
Oh, that's a good one.
Patrick McCaw was on the team. He was decent, but he's not like they had Nick Young too. But Nick Young, I mean, the main point is the Warriors' depth this year is way better than this team from 2017. You know. Like this past year's Warriors had Jordan Poole, you know, you have Moody, Kuminga. I mean, they have more players, they have more depth than this roster because you're taking up all the cap space. Whereas the Bulls, they have a better roster, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no matter how you look at it. So
you can put the whole second bench in and not just worry about losing the game. Y'all might slow it down, yeah, they might get some points, but it's not gonna be like, oh man, why all the starters though? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can hit it.
Yep. And you can stagger it to make sure you have Scotty or Michael in there. Now, the Warriors can do the same thing. They can stagger to where they have KD in there or Steph in there, like they did that year. So I don't know. I think we all agree that, like, you know what, no matter what Steph says or no matter what KD and Draymond say, their teams are losing against the 01 Lakers and the 98 Bulls. No matter what era you put it in. We talked about both eras. Like, there's no way.
I just don't see it, man. There's no disrespect to either side. It's just
no disrespect.
Those matchups, man. These are we talking about some of the greatest to ever do it.
For real. And still hasn't been replaced. Like,
right.
It's crazy.
Yep. Crazy.
What up? Thank you for tuning in to the Swish Masters Podcast, and thank you to our sponsor, SS96. Visit ss96.net and use the promo code Swish Masters for 15% off. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. 15% off on all store items. Hats, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you need, SS96 has it. Also, don't forget to go and check out that music from Straight Stoner, produced by yours truly. You know what it is, Gut Gang, mobbing, sleepwalking. We out here. Thank you.